news. You will find her at thekitchenmagpie.com. Karlynn Johnston is our special guest this morning as BT Bloggers Week continues. Welcome back to BT. Of course, you've been here before, but we've never had a chance to see the behind-the-scenes process of you putting a blog entry together.
No, and I think people will be amazed how much work goes behind recipes. And actually, I had to make today's recipe incredibly simple so I could fit it in with the time. I can't test it a few times, so I have to blog this today. So there's no testing, it has to be fast. I'm gonna have to cook it in 4 minutes. I have to take the pictures here in studio, so I'm going to use some breakfast TV props, and I'm gonna get it up today somehow.
Love it. Okay, well let's take a look here at your blog. If people go to thekitchenmagpie.com, this is what they're gonna see. And this is the finished product. I mean, it looks slick, it looks good, there's a lot of detail, and I know that thousands of people make this a destination blog if they're looking for ideas or inspiration in the kitchen, but we're gonna get a look behind the scenes, so to speak. So here, for example, this is the template, the WordPress template that you use, Karlynn. This is where it all gets started.
It is, and I would say to anyone who wants to start blogging, start with WordPress. Anyone can use it. It is incredibly simple. So you can see that I just typed in a title. I'm going to write all the text this morning, and then the pictures have to actually wait until the recipe's done.
Okay, because of course you've got to cook your way through it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm planning out my directions. Hopefully I follow my own directions. Otherwise I have to come back and I have to change what I did in the recipe.
Because I would imagine you get a lot of people that are going to follow this like biblically. They're going to look at your recipes, and if it's a teaspoon of this, it's got to be a teaspoon. They don't want to mess it up, right? So do you have a lot of interaction with your readers?
I do. Actually, I have a lot of comments, and they keep me honest, which is good. It's like you missed this direction, and when was I supposed to put this in? So my readers are always nice, you know, but they keep me honest, and they encourage me to be a better writer and make sure.
In getting to know the blogs as part of BT Bloggers Week, we're also getting to know the bloggers. And so let me ask you this. I know that you're a mom and that keeps you super busy. How many hours a week are you putting into your blog?
I would say only the blog and not the outside projects that I have. I would say I try to do a good 3 hours at least 3 times a week.
Okay, so about 10 hours a week.
Yeah, that probably would include cooking.
Okay, and pardon somewhat of a question that might be not as socially acceptable as people might think, but are you making a pretty good living from your blog? You don't have to say how much.
That's fine.
But people are curious. Yesterday, we heard that with some fashion bloggers are making 6-figure incomes with their blogs.
I'm not making 6 figures yet, but...
But it's something you can make a decent living at.
You can. It is harder, I think, in food. I think food is going to be the hardest one for anyone to break into.
Why do you think?
Because there are so many food writers. So to find that niche in food is incredibly hard.
Okay. Now, you're a huge fan of the great outdoors, and that's why you wanted your Bloggers Week appearance to be today, because, folks, today marks the kickoff of fishing season in Alberta.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about your background, your family background, and where this interest started.
If you saw the pictures earlier, I grew up fishing and hunting. I grew up in rural Manitoba, Lockport, outside of Winnipeg. And that's all my family did. So you can see the pictures here, that's walleye. Back when you were actually able to catch walleye, they're only special license now. So that would have been in Alberta. This is back in Manitoba. My dad, we ate everything. Geese, duck, deer, moose, you can see everything. Nothing is hunted for trophy. We had a freezer full of food all the time.
Well, I know that you said you had a freezer full of whitefish, so today we're gonna watch Karlynn take her shore lunch whitefish from an idea all the way through to a finished blog post as BT Bloggers Week continues. The Kitchen Magpie in the house. We'll let you get back to work, and we'll be right back with news, traffic, and weather after this.